just went to the worst date of my life today. And this guy told me that he wanted to take me on a date. Before you say I was confused, this is the message. Clearly read brunch date, right? So this morning he called me just to make sure I was still on the same page with him. And I told him, okay, he sent me the address, the restaurant to meet him. So I ordered my own ride, carried my own self, my two left leg, and I got there to the restaurant and I entered and this guy was not there. No problem, people, things happen. This is Lagos, right? So this guy finally walks in, all sweaty, not dressed. I never knew he was an Uber driver, but that's not the problem. But why couldn't he just drive from his home to the date without carrying passengers? Oga carried passenger. I ended up having just rumble with the passenger. That was why he came looking crazy. So he came, I welcomed him. I said, no problem. He apologized. This guy just said, okay, let me order something. And I'm like, no, just call them. They will come and take our order. He said no. And I felt, okay, maybe he was just being polite. He doesn't want to stress the waiters. He walked through the service place. You know, that place where you can go and order your food, where they serve the food. And I was sitting there waiting for him. Then he came back very quick, didn't waste time. So I thought, okay, I just talked to myself. Maybe he just went and told them to come and take his order, something like that. I didn't really think much about it. Well, before I knew it, they brought food. They brought amala, ewedu, and bagiri to this guy. It was a brunch date. Anyway, when they brought it, I'm like, oh, I don't eat bagiri because I don't, right? And he was like, you would love watching me eat it. I didn't clock it. So I sat down there. Why I told you that was because when they brought his food, I assumed that he placed the same order for me and him, so they were going to bring my own. But when he answered me, I was just okay. I just sat down there. After a while, my food wasn't coming. Like nothing came, and he was there devouring his food. And I'm like, okay. I called the waiter when she came to give someone next to us something. I'm like, sorry, I'm still waiting for my food. And I said, oh, did you order something? What would you like? That was when it occurred to me that this guy literally just ordered for himself and did not order for me. I said, all right. So I told her to just bring me, I don't eat asun because asun is usually made with goat meat, but I can eat peppered beef. So, and I said, just bring it to me. Let me just eat and drink water and just get out of here. I would pay, no problem. I was just telling myself, I didn't really tell her the I'll pay part. So she left and she brought this thing. And when she dropped it, before I could even, position myself properly to start eating, this guy dipped his hand into my plate and took one meat. And while he was throwing my meat into his mouth, he asked me, hope you wouldn't have any problem being a housewife, like taking care of the children, because, women these days, everybody just want to be. Talking to me about women wanting to have corporate jobs and work. I couldn't even answer, but did I tell you that this guy literally sat down there eating his food and called me my queen like 17 times? Yes, I counted. It just got so bad, and after the whole hope you wouldn't mind saying at home and watching kids' statements, I just chatted my friend. I said, call me. David called me and I'm like, hi, oh, my gas is leaking. I told him my gas was leaking just so I can escape. What? This guy told me that he's good with tools and he would just follow me home and help me out. At that point, I died and woke up and I was ready to unalive somebody.